Papers today, the last day of filing of nomination papers for first phase of poll to be held on February 27th. COVID claims 6 lives, infects 160 and adds 209 recoveries in past 24 hours in Manipur. COVID positivity rates declined to 7.78%. And India logs over 67,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 180,000 recoveries and 1,188 deaths in 24 hours. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM, bringing you the news in details. Chief Election Commissioner of India, Sushil Chandra, said all the voters can cast their votes regardless of COVID vaccinated or not. He assured on achieving a total 80% turnout of voters for all polling stations in the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election to be conducted in 2 phases. Speaking to media at Classic Grant in Imphal today, Sushil Chandra said Election Commission of India team has taken views and suggestions from representatives, political parties ahead of the election. The Commission has also requested to extend necessary aids from top officials of law enforcing agencies, relevant department and Assam Rifles to conduct the election successfully. He said, for the first time in India, only women personnel will be deployed in polling stations at Wangkai Singjamai Yai School and Churchandpur constituencies. Sushil Chandra said the initiative is exemplary. He further said all poll personnel and law enforcement personnel on election duty will be fully vaccinated to ensure safety of voters. Besides, ECI made special arrangement for service voters and arrangement to allow senior citizens, suspected COVID-19 voters and disabled voters to cast their votes through postal ballot at their respective homes strictly and in a confidential manner. Sushil Chandra, however, said postal ballot is optional. He highlighted that political parties having candidates with criminal background will be made to publish every detail of candidates concerned and that ECI's initiative of Know Your Candidate application will help voters know more on candidates. He informed ECI has assigned 20 expenditure officers and 1 special expenditure observer to keep check on use of money power by candidates, stressing that a candidate can spend up to 28 lakh rupees as election expenditure. He said political parties, candidates and public can raise complaint on election-related unwanted incidents through C-Vigil application launched by ECI.
This is also one of the highest in any of the state that we are having the webcasting. One of the highest, I would say that. And the remaining will be covered with the offline videography. As a measure to make the elections truly accessible, appropriate facilitation including pick up and drop, wheelchairs, volunteers, assistance and the postal ballot facilities are being provided to all the mapped persons with disabilities and 80 plus senior citizen voters in the state. A new initiative has also been taken by the Election Commission of India that is almost taking the ECI at the doorstep of the voters by introducing a postal ballot facility for senior citizens, COVID-19 suspects or affected persons and persons related to the notified essential services is being provided. The postal ballot facility is an optional facility and ensures total secrecy of voting. This is not a compulsory thing that 80 plus 8 persons, the persons with the person with disabilities and the suspect of the COVID, they can opt for this facility. In this facility, the persons will go to the home of the persons and with a proper transparency, the micro observer will also be there, the candidate will also be intimated about that, the videography will also be done, and in that atmosphere, the voting will be done at the home of the voter. So that is absolutely a new initiative which has been taken by the ECI and that will be introduced first time in Manipur. There are around 749 persons at the age of 100 plus. So we have asked to felicitate those voters, give them extra facilities so that they can be a role model to youngsters that even at the crossing the age of 100, they are coming to cast the vote.
State election in charge and Union Cabinet Minister Bhupendra Yadav said the Union Budget 2022-2023 focuses on development of Northeast region, including Manipur. He was speaking to media today at BJP Manipur Pradesh office at Nityai Pachatek today. Speaking further, he said the centre is particularly emphasizing on Manipur in view that the state is a corridor of Southeast Asia. He also said the union budget covers 560 crore rupees for upgradation of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, alongside development in other areas and public welfare activities in the state. Meanwhile, media persons, upon asking release of BJP manifesto in view of the upcoming election and new chief minister after the election, Union Cabinet Minister Bhupendra Yadav said arrangements are underway to release a unique manifesto for the party. He added, details are collected from district councils, civil society organizations, sportsmen, anthropologists and academicians for the manifesto. He also informed that a committee including centre leaders and experts from the state was also formed specially for the manifesto. He said the detailed discussion is underway. He announced that a manifesto will be released once nomination concludes and campaign kickstart.
The present budget also focus for the development of our northeastern region, including the Manipur also. The inclusion of 560 crores in the budget for upgradation of RIMS Imphal, including provision of the sports medicine, as Manipur has a large number of sportsmen and making the country proud. A new scheme, Prime Minister Development Initiative for Northeast, will be implemented through the Northeastern Council to fund infrastructure in the spirit of PM Gati Shakti. It will help the Northeast, including Manipur also. An initial allocation of rupees 1,500 crore for PMD EVI.
On last day of filing of nomination papers for the first phase of the poll to be held on February 27th, many candidates of Imphal East District came to fill their respective nomination papers today. INC candidate P. Sarachandra, who will be contesting against Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren in Haingang constituency. JDU candidate Wahengbam Rojit, alias Bullet of Khetrigao constituency. Independent candidate A. Bele of Andhra constituency. Shiv Sena candidate T. Devananda of Kairao constituency. And BJP candidate ex-minister O. Henry of Wangkai constituency. Elangbam Sobit of Kundrakpam constituency filed their nomination papers at respective ROs. Speaking to Impact News, INC candidate P. Sarachandra said people see his competitor as a chief minister, but he sees him as a mere BJP candidate. He expressed firm belief that he will win the election by exceeding more than 6,000 votes from N. Biren. Speaking to media, Khetrigao constituency JDU candidate Wahengbam Rojit, alias Bullet, said he will fight the election on agenda including better facilities for youth, women, providing safe drinking water and enhanced education sector, as well as to reach out to the schemes of government to beneficiaries. Speaking to media, Kairao constituency Shiv Sena candidate T. Devananda said people no longer favor current MLA of Kairao Assembly constituency as he failed to work for welfare of people. He said his nearest rival will be NPP candidate. Speaking to media, Wangkai constituency BJP candidate ex-minister O. Henry said he will win the election as people are favoring BJP. He assured to work towards human resource and complete those works taken up during his term.
Mayam Nadi, Chief Minister needs Chief Minister Nena Habirambia. Adubo, I get Henabudi, Isam Samba, Mumming Tegu BJP candidate Amagumnadum, Yam Line Tenagani. 6,000 Mukti Hengadra Hanakali.
Sai Sinkara Bijaraga Hector, what Panta Tada, but the Hanaki Tada Roy. Kitrigao Kendra Sahi Lisang Shitna Waralae, Masidis Canada Piraga Kitrigao Kendra, Sahimanga Canada, Sinaraga Sakotadagi, Parakadagi, Mimanava Kendra Moigadi, Hazing a Secretrigao Kendra Pazami Kaptoe, Handaki Kitrigao Kendra the D, Sang the Potkaba City, Janatadal, Yugi candidate or Kani Havagiyam.
Sotaraba Kendra, Moibanina, Kendra, Shibu, Shangatpa, Angamba, Igi Takta, Shangatana. Kendra kumpu sigi manung dagi masak thokpa top kendra ma oihanning bagi aihagna election asi thengjarak pani
mioi ba ekhoisi khoi maru ne sengna haragadi hingi ba mioi praja ekhoisi ne mabu safe side piba punsi nung sang hanba na da yektana lehanba thim zeru da oibani na kramaina ma nunga henji haiba matamda yum leitaba yum semba tare ichai su thaba ngang hapa ngamna ba khoi programs and policy sinbaga loina na paikhat pa haiba na ki main agenda di.
Independent candidate of Kaishamthong constituency, Nishikant Sapam, refuted Chief Minister Nongthombam Birein's statement alleging that most of the candidates who failed to secure BJP ticket wanted disharmony within BJP. He was speaking to media after filling his election nomination at RO office in DC complex, Lumfield today. Speaking to media, Nishikant said he cared about BJP and for the reason he had extended support towards the welfare of BJP. He added, though he failed to get BJP ticket, not even a single BJP flag was burnt in Kaishamthong constituency. Nishikant maintained that the number of his supporters in Kaishamthong Assembly constituency are increasing.
BJP flag may thaba ya de haja ina hairam gani ai bu karaba BJP party thu gaija di aduga BJP da dum pasa kanna lakchai check na cash na natte aduga BJP sa adu mate pamja lakcha pani but anyway aduna adu oikhre koi emotional oiba kangmuni aduga pasa na chatte aduga emotion duna koi wave se pasana laigre sympathy wave haidi gera ama haidi gera aduga aina khanbada akoina aina haido ke myam do ai ato party changma ngamoi haija bado adum stand tawje aduna dum yam khangbiram gani aduna si thoi myam se ishwar gi leader nan khalle akoi di praja gi thamoi joy to changjar pani praja gi thamoi aduna ahena miyamna ai dawta lepi matamda ishwar le pabni aduna against the system ni paisa haire party khuding adum khar biram gani adum ai ne kayano adu khangde adu di adu ticket piyu.
6 candidates from different constituencies in Bishnupur district filed their nomination to their respective ROs today. The candidates are Oinam Assembly Constituency, JDU candidate THANGJAM Swaran Kumar, INC candidate TH Thoibi, Shiv Sena candidate Asem Babu, Bishnupur Assembly Constituency, JDU candidate retired IAS Oinam Nabakishore, Moirang Assembly Constituency Congress candidate P. Sarachandra, Kumbi Assembly Constituency Dr. Khangembam Romesh, Shiv Sena RK Bimol, Thanga Assembly Constituency INC candidate Birla.
Five years aina BJP gi MLA amoina lejaba matam sida aikoi Imphal da 44 kilometers down akoi Moirang da leribase ado the Imphal da fajagraba government ki all comforts available oiba dumba achoba banglo ga se akoi da piba matam da I have decided that ai praja singi manakta gi lapna leibe yade ai praja singa exist na punna makhoi ga together leminaga dabani adumba wakal du da praja singa ai ga punna lemina bani na they would have fat in me I want to thajagani haibagi wakalon du sulai yamna secular oiba mawong amada ama phauba khenaba leitaba aduma mi yengamba khak yengba ngamba aduma party amagi member in a fest obasida soidana mandate ase ai gi favor da Congress ki favor da lakani habisa gi yam chaw na thajaba leje
hauji ki oina dio khoi oinam kendra si yamne ingna chingna santi oina mikhal thengnari haijaba tari sauna tabida khoi candidate machenju ningai sangdan tabida santi oina election si thengnamina si haiba.
Sapam Kanglaipal made announcement to contest the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election as an independent candidate from Lamlai constituency. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Kanglaipal said his name was earlier listed in NPP candidates list. However, NPP rejected on giving him party ticket considering that he has some legal cases. Kanglaipal informed media that he has filed his election nomination as an independent candidate yesterday. He sought support from Lamlai Assembly constituency residents in helping him bring change in the constituency.
election related violence mayam ama lamlai da kanglipal na maram orekanda natraga laiba rajniti ki khongchat sidai da thoktre se aikoi leibak macha ta na lamlai bu awonba thak amada purakani haibadugi yamna achetpa thajabadu dai da ngakna chatpaki khudam ne haitare natragati kanagum khra phiral mei thaba jorm bayai tongnari ba mayam sing se lamlai da thomba su yai aduna aina NPP da pendu su leite songning bu su leite waru bu su leite aikoi gi oinadi lamlai da awonba ma purakpa aikoi gi kai tare miyam gi ai fa tunglam chatma purakpado aduna hena maru oi.
President of Shiv Sena Manipur State Unit M. Tombi appealed to voters to give up the habit of compromising voting rights for sake of few amount of money. Shiv Sena announced the name of its final candidate contesting in the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election at the party office in Babuparat, Imphal today. Asem Babu from Oinam Assembly constituency was declared as the final candidate of Shiv Sena. Speaking further, Tombi said that Shiv Sena is fielding 13 candidates in the election. The listed candidates are yet to submit their confirmation to the party on whether they have a criminal case or not. He also informed that Shiv Sena is gearing up to work alongside Manipur Democratic Alliance, which is formed by 7 political parties.
Isha Ishagi, Maman Yamba, Nagrik Amogi, Adika, Sahi Magagi, Manunda Mutang Lakpado, Paisha Kara Loraga, Paisha Piri, the boat had a bit of Sitopiro, Manipur Kanjaharabudi, election Matamda, both Hadaram Daida, Adona, both Hadagaduribado, political party ki Adugi, Kenabatamdana, Madugi Mida, Adukananu Yambio, Akogi Mioi Traum do Latuksa, Manunda, Mioi Amahusipoda, criminal case, Lai Natraga Late, Habaki, Pirak candidate Amayauri. Mahakna Karigumba, Maral Laiti Havagi affidavit a farm Toraga Pirak Trabadi, AB form a queen issue to Grabasho, Mahaki AB form Madu Sana Haloi. Handaki Lakadra election is a Wakalon Manaba, Tonganba, Isus Kayada, Quishamin, other Lakpa, political party Taret Punna, Handakista Alliance, Taunaba, Kanavaloire, Lautokadamota, Naire.
Flag hoisting ceremony of 54 Nongba Assembly constituency BJP candidate retired IAS Dinganglung Elias Dipu Gangmai was held at Dolang Chiru village under Nongba subdivision today. President of BJP Tamil Nadu district Daniel Malangmai hoisted a flag in front of BJP supporters, village authority members, church leaders, students leaders, BJP Karyakartas and Dipu Gangmai Central Election Management Committee members. Speaking at the event, Dipu Gangmai called for collective efforts to those who failed to get BJP ticket in the Assembly constituency to strive to make the party win in the upcoming election. He vowed to work in the interests of small communities if he wins the election.
Party bu phajana semra aga contribute toge strengthen toge haida se mokoi intention la lei tawsu tawi adu ai hai singaga ai ticket phamosunate isona solaba mi da nang ne haina kha yengi da akoi scripture ga akoi bible la haiba gumna you do not choose me I choose you haibado isona I will choose to be ni rasniti da hairasu akoi dada post sing mokoi na hena experience lei qualify hena oi adu praja seva toba chance ama isorna bor pidi ridi BJP ticket ki makhada contest oraga oisnu haibage.
BJP candidate from Moirang Assembly constituency M. Prithviraj said BJP will win more seats in the state assembly election than the exit poll result of BJP of winning 32 to 37 seats. He said this while according warm welcome to new BJP entrants and interacting with newly appointed office bearers of BJP Bishnupur District Committee and BJP Moirang Mandal. Speaking further, Prithviraj expressed positivity on BJP forming the next government in Manipur. BJP Moirang Mandal organized the event at residence of M. Prithviraj.
टिकट ना को बीजेपी की कैंडिडेट का तो याद है मोइरांग की बीजेपी की एमएलए लेते याद है बिसना अहान में युफम होय हैरगा इंडिविजुअल पृथ्वीराज और पी शरद चंद्र से मरु होइदे पार्टी ना खलक कैंडिडेट पार्टी की खंबाले को मार्का सिन फाइडिंग मरु होय राइन मफम खुदि मक्ताई थमजगी बिनी अदुगी जब मानव स्टैंड दा नसी जो कोई लेजरगा नसी गी आइगी लेंबि ले नसी गी पुनमिन नबगी अकोई लेबिरिबा मैम काउंसलर्स अनि अतोप मैम अमा आइना नमखै लेतना अकोई बीजेपी की याम फजरबा सिगुबा वाफम अकोई युम्बु कैनो युम्फम होय हैगा थाजबा थमिबगी दमक्ता आइना अमुक नमखै लेतना थागचरी.
Election Commission of India's Chief Election Commissioner of India, Sushil Chandra, kicked off systematic voters education and electoral participation exhibition at Hotel Classic Grand in Chingmairong today. Sushil Chandra also flagged off Chief Electoral Officer Manipur's 2 video vans carrying the message informed and ethical voting, no voters to be left behind. Governor Laganation paid inspection visit at COVID vaccination centers in Kangpokpi and Senapati districts today. The governor also reviewed the overall activities taken by health and district level officials under COVID-19 vaccination program during the visit. Laganation handed over certificates and badges to vaccinated students in Kangpokpi and Senapati districts. The governor advises district administrations to communicate with school authorities and headmasters or principals for the support to ensure maximum enrollment of students in the vaccination program. Mission Director of National Health Mission, Manipur, Dr. N. Siamjai, Chief Medical Officers of Kangpokpi and Senapati district and relevant officials accompanied Laganation during the visit. Manipur added 160 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 2,055 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 7.78%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,35,170. Active cases are 3,604. 6 COVID deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 2,072. On the positive note, 209 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,29,494. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 95.80%. And on that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News.
Mama Singi Oiba, Nungaiba Paus, Tuna Lumhanba, Amadi Saitagi Lik, Oihanbagi Awabadagi Koknanaba, try to view. Anoba, Mami Poco Pen, Box and a crisscross shit Oibana, Urin Botuna, Amadi, Hanjin of Sinduna Puntarani Toyona Hanba Diaperni. Heidi Diaperasi, Japanese company Unicharm gi product ni. Asia's #1 baby diaper brand. India gi baby diaper market ta cha Manipur. Occupy Tauriba, Mami Poco Pen.
Pens leakage gives you good sleep. Mami Poco Pens.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Notice ahan oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakangkraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahumdoi hangdokchare chahi tarataret ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facility sing lawirana ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters company
Welcome back after the break, and you're watching Prime Time English News. India added 67,597 fresh COVID-19 cases, 180,456 recoveries and 1,188 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases in country declined to 9,94,891. Total recoveries are 4,840,658 and recovery rate stands at 96.46%. Death toll reaches 5,04,062. Over 170 crore 21 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 39 crore 87 lakh people, above 57 lakh 71,000 people have died and recoveries are above 31 crore 86 lakh 55,000. USA is the highest active cases of above 2 crore 91 lakh 45,000 in the world. DSAM warmly welcomed the decision made by authorities of school and colleges of refunding extra money collected from classes 10, 11 and 12 students more than the fee rate set by BOSIM and COSIM. Press release from DSAM informs all schools and colleges concerned to refund excess fee amount at the earliest. DSAM informed people to contact mobile numbers 700-529-4885 or 700-5291-834 or 700-505-5378 to raise complaint regarding such matter. Manipur Lok Ayukta has informed state government to remove managing director of MSPDCL and Sarat from his post, charging him of misusing project fund based on a complaint lodged by Thiam Niroj on misappropriation of fund and upon getting evidences of fund laundering. Chairman of Manipur Lok Ayukta Justice N. Nandakumar and member Lui Kam have ordered Kakching SP Sairawat IPS on taking up a case regarding this and completing the case within 6 days from the time of case registration. It is learned that different relevant projects including the 33 kV line project in Chandal districts, Chakpikarong, we have found not putting into action but only on paper works. Chairman of Champai Chief and Chairman Association Delam Lovum want to block National Highway starting February 16 if enactment permission for unreleased funds of MGNREGA is not granted latest by February 15. He said the same during a meeting organized by Manipur Panchayat Parishad and Hill Village chairmans. Delam said the meeting on February 4th also decided to block National Highway if authority is concerned fail to release unreleased funds of MGNREGA. However, the protest of blocking National Highway will not be carried out from February 9 to 15. Members of 20 Langtabal Assembly Constituency Polling Station 20/2 and 20/3 Beneficiary Committee demanded relevant authority to distribute Antyodaya Anna Yojana AAY scheme rise to more than 32 beneficiaries in Khongnang Phaidekpi Polling Station 20/2 and 20/3 of Langtabal Assembly Constituency. Speaking to media at Khongnang Phaidekpi today, Beneficiary Committee Convener Thongam Biswanath alias Bulu said 32 beneficiaries of the 2 polling stations are yet to receive ration cards, though their names are listed in the beneficiaries list of Consumer Affairs and Public Distribution Ministry. He claimed it is learned that ration rice share for these beneficiaries have been released from the relevant department. Bishwanath added some beneficiaries holding ration cards are not getting ration since 2018. He informed a memorandum was already submitted to Director of Consumer Affairs and Public Distribution Department and Imphal West District Supply Officer regarding the matter.
Akoina hangni di madu siang khido kadai da lai kribano kadai da sakribano ado phangdaba khoi list yar ba mayam singse tha ani gi phangdaba tha tere ki phangdaba sahi ni phangdaba yawri madu amtang phangan biu Imphal West ki DC da dige copy to district supply officer makoi singla koi return akoi gi complaint sima plus director da koi return complaint ama koi ngasi bijakre koina thajai madu masi gi matter sida makoi ni yengjen biraga kadai da kamai tawdana marak sida mangi bno haibdo mai leno department na madu thijan biraga akoi gi phangjadriba koi gi laijadraba kangu singsda haiba phangudaba tha singse amtang makuta yon binaba haina akoi site gi akoi government da akoi appeal tawjari.
On the other hand, Oinam Tingel Gram Panchayat Pradhan Thongam Guneshwar said relevant department informed that ration rice for distribution to beneficiaries and Kongnang Paidekpi were already handed to PRO of Langthabal Assembly Constituency MLA. He appealed to local MLA not to violate the rights of people. Guneshwar warned the MLA of not allowing him from entering the 2 polling stations for election campaign if ration rice is not distributed to beneficiaries.
Honorable MLA Ujik Koibiriba Karam Shamsina, Asuk Yang Siang Mayamse, Queen of Laura Lakpani, Mana, Nomai Paraga, Imai Ben Singda, Nomai Onjan Bagi, Crime Dubudi, Lyra Imai Ben Singi, Sakau, Lutoba, Lyra Imai Ben Singi, Chiang Matpasina, crime Webadum, criminal Weba, Mishakamani and Lona and title Doba Dum, the Sing Sing say, Masi Prajamayam, the Matlaga, Sakaliba Yum, Adugaman, Lepsaliba Maran Matumayam, Akwigi. MLA sina mantri ominering eda seng huran minaramba ar hujujuk shu mana MLA da handaraga su leptona seng huran bagi thabak se lepo yaina khalliba adumba miyoi sigi masakta akhoi 20/2 amadi 20/3 gi magi sakhau matpiraba parja singna sapsaba parama tambigani.
Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor N. Lokendra inaugurated the Anglo-Manipur War 1891 Gallery at Manipur University Central Museum in Kanchipur, Imphal today. Speaking at the inaugural function, Professor N. Lokendra stressed that the present generation must not forget sacrifices of Manipuri brave hearts who laid down their lives for the land and strive towards knowing more about them. He added that Manipuri soldiers were exiled to Andaman Nicobar Island during the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. Professor Lokendra, in his speech, lauded the Center for renaming Mount Harriet as Mount Manipur as a mark of respect to Manipuri soldiers who were on exile. Family members of departed warriors of Anglo-Manipuri War were also accorded a warm welcome during the event.
Jati karena kita makta bayam singa sina kadai bawa kalapani yang caktiba kalapani lagi halak laga semua koina koi Manipur canggung dong kita ba bayam pada bagi awam singa si koi khangaga ada boleh khangaga si Manipur jati ki tunggi narul singini tunggi koi jati ini hari bagi masih bahkan sesuatu awam itu khangaga moi pensia si Manipur di pandan doi gini adana asyik bagi Taunasing asih masih pernah pinjam murga di Manipur University di Rimda saya juga mayang komjen bidana bahas kemana lagi naba fotografi adigi para information mayang kami kalau national display jadi besi yang cakap ini.
Acting on a tip of combined team of Imphal West Narcotics Cell and Imphal West District Commando seized 49 carton boxes of illegal cough syrup bottles from a residence in Tera Kuraicham, Ladakh. The combined team recovered the cough syrup carton boxes while conducting search operation at residence of one Longjam Premchit. Speaking to media SP Imphal West office today, Superintendent of Police Imphal West KSH Shivakanta said, through further verification, police learned that the seized contraband items belong to 36-year-old Oinam Ratan, son of late Jugin from Kwakaithil, Moirangpurel. The SP added arrested Ratan disclosed to police that the syrup bottles were supposed to be transported to Lilong. SP Sivakanta encourages the public to cooperate in eradicating drug menace from the state.
Cup syrup 10 milligram of codeine yauba dumba NDPS eki makada akoina thingba leiba dumba cup syrup singni mawandagi without any proper information valid oiba dumba yaudana illegal oi possession oina leirambadagi akoi hairiba 49 cartons si akoi seize tawbuni oina amratan haiba mi si akoi hojik arrest tawre NDPS eki matungina makoi magi mathakta koi tawgadaba legal proceedings koi initiate tawre do haibe potchi mana Lilong area da deliver tawna advaina pasilambani haina koi hojiki leba preliminary investigation da fange makata na investigation tawhigani.
Acting on a tip-off, combined team of 16 Assam Rifles and Special Commando arrested one suspected active cadre of proscribed UNLF during frisking operation carried out near Babu Hotel, Kurai Lamlong Bazaar yesterday. The arrested is proscribed UNLF self-styled Sergeant Major 44-year-old Maibam Inau alias Romeo alias Ningol Lakpa from Kongpal Kongkham Leikai. The arrested was handed over to relevant police stations for further actions. On the occasion of 35th Foundation Day of Manipur People's Army MPA, an armed wing of proscribed United National Liberation Front Manipur, Military Affairs Committee of the outfit extended greetings to the people of Manipur. Press release from the proscribed group said MPA was newly formed at Donyu, located on the hilltop of Eastern Naga Hill Range. The press release said UNLF/MPA believe that the group will accomplish in serving the people despite challenges. Proscribed UNLF conducted its 9th General Assembly from December 21st to 28 last year. Press release from Deputy Secretary Publicity of UNLF M. Sakhen informed that NC Koireng has been appointed as chairman of the outfit, besides setting up a 13-member Central Committee during the General Assembly. CPI Manipur State Council condoled the demise of editor of Kolau Thakai and CPI Manipur Assistant Secretary and Political Affairs Kangdrakpam Surchan. Akomlup Kangleipa condoled the demise of JCILP's former convener Bijoy Kumar, BK Moirangcha, who also took major role in formation of Manipur Ethnical Socio-Cultural Organization. Kanglei Saktam Langba Lup Haubam Marak Iron Leikai condoled the demise of its former founder member of President and former Vice President of Theatre Center Manipur, Tingtham Binod Kuman. And now the sports news. In the third MNC Under-16 Naurem Raj Ningthau Memorial Cricket Trophy, YPHU Lalambung defeated Shadow Thangmaiban by 20 runs in a league match played at Hainopok Cricket Ground today. Batting first, YPHU Lalambung scored 186 runs in 30 overs, losing 5 wickets. In reply, losing team Shadow Thangmaiban scored 166 runs in 28.5 overs, losing all wickets. On the other hand, in another match at ABA ground, Ketrigao, PCC Mayakobi defeated Blue Hawk Kurai by 2 wickets. Batting first, Blue Hawk Kurai scored 110 runs in 30 overs with 9 wickets down. In the second inning, PCC Mayakobi reached the target of 111 runs in 28.3 overs, losing 8 wickets. Manipur Cricket Association organizes the cricket trophy under sponsorship of Naurem Raj Ningthau Memorial Trust. First District Level Open League Soccer Futsal Championship 2022 kick-started under the motto, Fame is the Thirst of Youth, today at Longmai 1 Playground. Longmai None District Soccer Futsal Association LDSFA organized the championship. DFO None Forest Division Napoleon Ruangmai, DMO DSO None District Dr. Garanglung Rabi Thaimai, Vice President of Manisfa Mohen Kundrakpam graced the event. Hoisting of the flag by chief guests, cultural dances and songs were the main highlights of the program. Altogether, 25 football teams are taking part in the championship, which will continue till February 12th. League match of the ongoing Indian Super League ISL 2021-22 between Hyderabad and ATK Mohan Bagan is underway at GMC Athletic Stadium since 7:30 p.m. In yesterday's league match, Orissa FC defeated SC East Bengal in 2-1. Hyderabad is leading the points table with 26 points, followed by Kerala Blasters and Bangalore in the second and third place respectively with 23 points each. Before we conclude, let's take a look at headlines once again. Chief Election Commissioner of India, Sushil Chandra, says all voters can cast their votes regardless of COVID vaccinated or not. Manipur election in charge and Union Cabinet Minister Bhupendra Yadav says Union Budget 2022-2023 focuses on development of Northeast region. Many candidates filed their respective nomination papers today, the last day of filing of nomination papers for the first phase of poll to be held on February 27th. COVID claims 6 lives, infects 160 and aids 209 recoveries in past 24 hours in Manipur. COVID positivity rate declines to 7.78%. And India logged over 67,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 1,80,000 recoveries and 1,188 deaths in 24 hours. That's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night, stay indoors and stay safe.
Introducing the Pan-style diaper for that peaceful sleep at night. In 2009, as a pioneer of the diaper brand, we introduced the special absorbent pant-style diapers for Indian customers.